What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to go over the weekly energies for all signs Aries through Pisces for the week of October the 27th through November the 2nd, 2025. Now, for those of you that don't know and is new here, hi, my name is Tiara and I do weekly tarot readings for all signs every week. I also post monthly tarot readings. So since the month of November is coming up, there's going to be a all signs monthly reading. I also do moon readings, so whenever there's a full moon or a new moon, those be posted. And aside from just the daily tarot or the tarot readings in general, I do sometimes post podcast episodes and also vlogs. But it's just like, an occurrence that it just depends. But for the most part, I read tarot mostly. So if you want to tag along and see what my cards have in store for you or what messages I have in store for you or my cards have in store for you, please be sure to so hit that subscribe button. It's free and it doesn't cause any harm, no foul. But for the most part, please be sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you'll never miss out when I post. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Also, sorry for the lighting. It is very gloomy outside. I have my table lamp on, but I can only do so much. And I got the window open, but it's just super gloomy. But for the most part, let's go ahead and get started. So what's coming up for all signs Aries through Pisces for the week of October the 27th through the November the 2nd, 2025? What is the messages that they need to hear? What is the messages that they need to know? Anything that they need to know for whoever come across this reading. And also, disclaimer, I know that I read for the week at hand, but whenever you come across this video, time is not necessarily predictable. So just understand that there may be still some messages in this reading for you, regardless of the time frame that is there. But what is coming up for all signs Aries through Pisces for the week of October the 27th through November the 2nd, 2025? What is the messages I can give to them? What is the messages that they need to hear for this week? Or messages that they need to hear in general? What is the messages that they need to hear in regards to this week of October the 27th, 2025 through November the 2nd, 2025? What is the message that they need to know? What is the message that they need to hear? Anything in particular that will help them to... Any messages that whoever come across the video that they need to hear. What messages do all signs Aries through Pisces need to hear for the week of October the 27th through November the 2nd, 2025? What is the message that they need to hear? Any specific or, any messages in particular that they need to know about? Any messages that they need to hear? What is it that they need to know in regards to this week or just in general whenever they come across this video? What messages I can relate to them? All signs Aries through Pisces for October the 27th through November the 2nd, 2025. What is the message they need to know and hear in regards to this week? Or in regards to what particular messages that they need to hear for this week? 4 more shuffles? Okay. For October the 27th through November the 2nd, 2025. What is the messages I can give for all signs Aries through Pisces for the week of October the 27th through November the 2nd, 2025? 2 messages that they need to hear. All signs Aries through Pisces for the week of October the 27th through November the 2nd, 2025. What is the message that they need to hear for this week or just in general whenever they come across this video? 3. 1 more shuffle. Oh, come on. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with Aries. Aries, what's coming up for you this week? 8 of Cups. What are you not leaving behind? What are you not walking away from? What are you coming back around to? What's coming up for Aries this week? For the Sun. Holding back. Eight of Cups reverse, the Sun card, and the 4 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You're holding back something? Are you staying somewhere that you feel as though you're more happier in? But I think there may be a period of indecision on your end, or you're possibly in your mind thinking about something heavily. Why the 8 of Cups reverse? 8 of Wands. There's some type of communication that makes you take a pause or reevaluate some things. Some type of information that may come through. that makes you feel as though you're stuck or makes you feel as though you can't really move the way that you move. But it caused like, why would I see the star reverse at the bottom of the deck or in the Ten of Pentacles? It seemed like a fall from grace moment, or just feels as though like you're not moving. Why do I get a tree stump in my head? Why the Sun card here? Why the Sun card here? Page of Swords reverse. Are you observing something? You're being patient with something and you're observing something. You're trying to see if something would change, or you're trying to see if someone will come towards you or some type of information. I think you're waiting to get a new perspective, or you're waiting to see, like, or you're being patient with somebody. You're trying to see if someone will get it together, or trying to see if, like, you know, there will be changes before you move on or before you walk out of a situation is what I get. The Page of Swords reverse and the Sun reverse. If you can, well, not the Sun reverse, the Sun upright. If you look at the Sun here, you can tell his back is turned and he's observing the sunflowers there. It seems as though like you're observing this week versus just taking the necessary precautions and walking away. You're being patient with somebody. Even though like this particular situation is not giving you anything or not really benefiting you, and it's a lot of drama involved, I think you're trying to really like reevaluate some things. Let's see. Why the Eight of Wands clarifying the Eight of Cups reverse? Why the Eight of Wands clarifying the Eight of Cups reverse? 2 8, so there might be some type of transformation you're waiting on. Some type of, like, change. But you're not, I think you're sitting idle. I just think you're just standing still and just, like, observing. Observing? You're not moving. But you're waiting on something to change or to transform. Why the Sun is being clarified by the Page of Swords reverse. Why the Sun is being... 2 cards flew out. You saw that? You're not doing anything. In fact, I think you're really just standing still, or you standing firm on something. And it's possibly a decision that you're not walking away from, or like you're just waiting on the situation to change. But you're not connected to it, or you're not doing anything towards it. One more card for Aries this week. What's coming up for Aries this week? One more card, please. Well, one more card. What's coming up for Aries this week? How are you, friend? What are you committing to? But you're not. It's like you're detached. What a hurry for you. 9 of Cups. You're waiting to see if you can get your happily ever after with whatever this is. Now, it don't necessarily have to be love related, but I will say that it's like something where it's like you're committed to something, or you're not moving away from something, just to see if it will give you exactly what you want or give you the tools that you need. But you're not making anything, you're not taking any action, or you're not really forcing anything. You're just going to allow the stuff to like flow to you, or to like actually come to you. It's like you want it to like you're magnetizing it towards you, or some sorts. Let's see. One more card. Why the 9 of Cups clarifying the Hierophant? 3 of Cups. Like you're waiting on the smoke to clear, or you're waiting on people to actually cooperate. You're waiting on things to actually change, or to become better, especially after some type of disturbing news, or some type of like, I will say heartbreak, but I think it's some type of news, or some type of like, you know, severance of some sorts. And it's something in regards to like people cooperating, or people like actually like, you know, actually starting to move and do what they're supposed to do, versus like, you know, you're waiting on someone to get it together. You're waiting on some people. I think it's a group energy I'm picking up on. It's like you're waiting to see if something will become better, or you're waiting on something to change. You're waiting on something to move before you do anything. So it's like you're just in this observation state, or you're just going to be in this receptive state where it's like you're not going to really put your hand in the pot, but you're just going to allow the pot to stir itself, or you're just going to allow things to like come to you, if that makes sense. So you're just observing. You're in a period of observation, and you're in a period of like, I guess, rebuilding, or allowing stuff to recoup itself after some type of, I'll say tower, even though I don't see the tower here. I think after some sort of tower moment, or something just was like something that shifted the dynamics in a situation is what I get. So that's what I get. That's what I get for you this week, Aries. interesting story. All right. Taurus, what's coming up for you? Temperance reverse. Are you impatient about something that's not growing? Are you like concerned, or are you like feeling a bit antsy? Let's see. What's coming up for Taurus this week? Seven of Cups reverse. It seems like you're getting impatient. You want forward movement. And it's like the smoke is clearing, like it's no longer like confusion involved in whatever the situation is. It's like nothing's holding you back or nothing's tying you down. Why the Temperance reverse here? Why the Temperance reverse here? Ten of Pentacles. This is after some type of, yeah, you're avoiding, or like you're... Okay, well, let me see. Why the Seven of Cups reverse here? Two of Cups. Let me see. Hold on. Why the Seven of Cups here? Shit. All the cards want to buy. King of Cups. Okay, Two of Cups was probably it, but okay. You're antsy over something that did not work, or something that did not fully come to completion here. Something was rooted in falsehood, or something was not necessarily fully giving you exactly what you really wanted. But I think there's something that comes through that breaks through the confusion or the fog that you was feeling, but it may not be exactly what you think it is. So I think you need to really, something did not work out, or something's not going to work out. In fact, I think this is going to be a burden that has to be released. There may be some sort of lie attached, or some type of, like, I guess someone lied, or I guess someone like sold you a dream, or made it seem as though something was one thing and it was completely something different. But I think that clarity is going to come to you this week with the Seven of Cups reverse. Also, I do feel as though you may feel as though that's the only option you got, so you're just going to accept whatever this is, or you're going to accept defeat possibly. Why the Ten of Pentacles reverse, clarifying the Temperance reverse? You're going to become independent of a situation. Something that was not fully fulfilling you in any way, shape, or form. In fact, it was possibly a connection or multiple connections. You're making a decision to become independent of something. Because I think whatever this situation was, it caused like some sort of imbalance in your life. It caused some sort of like panic energy. I do get panic energy from whatever this is, especially if it's something where it was like in regards to money, or in regards to like your resources, or your like finances, or your connections to people. And I think you may be giving yourself that availability that you need versus giving out, like outwardly pouring it into other things. You're going to be pouring back into yourself this week, because the way I'm looking at the Seven of Cups with the King of Cups clarifying it, it seems as though you're no longer going to be overextending yourself or overpouring from an empty cup. In fact, you're just going to refill your own cup. You're going to give back to yourself, especially after something had failed, or after something really did take a toll on you, possibly emotionally or financially. Why the King of Cups clarifying the Seven of Cups reverse? Yeah, you're no longer going to give attention or give anything the power to, like, you know, you're not going to stay stuck in observation, or like stay stuck over something that fell through. You're no longer going to give attention to that, or you're going to deprive something of attention this week. And you're no longer going to outpour yourself, or you're no longer going to like feel as though you need to spread yourself thin in order to keep something around or to get something in return. You're coming back to stable footing. You're going to regain back your stability after some sort of loss. What's another card? One more card for Taurus this week. What's coming up for Taurus this week? Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you're going to be giving back to yourself, especially after some sort of injustice or some sort of like, you know, lack of transparency in a situation. Why the Six of Pentacles here? Why the Six of Pentacles here? Three cards flew out. Oh, four cards flew out. There was some sort of deception involved, and it probably may have been past energy. Yeah. I guess I'll keep it. You're holding yourself back. Like, someone probably may come back around, or someone may try to, like, twist things to their own benefit. But I think you're not going to fall for the okie doke. You're not going to fall for, like, you're not going to fall for someone's, like, bullshit, or a situation's bullshit. Like, you're not going to put yourself back in a position that left you up the creek without a paddle. In fact, I think you're going to be bringing attention to, like, what you bring to the table. Whenever I see this card here, I think you're mainly, like, pointing out, like, no, I know my worth. I know what I bring, because you see how he's pointing at this pinnacle. Outside of all these pinnacles, he pointed at that one. It's basically because he's like, no, I know this one stands out. This one is what I want. This one's the real star of the show. Outside of all the falsehood that was here, you see the Five of Pentacles reverses at the bottom of the deck here, reverse. Well, not at the bottom of the deck, but what flew out. It's like, no, you're not focusing on the lack here. You're focusing on the actual value of something. What is actually worth something. And yes, you're holding back from, like, actually putting yourself back in a position where it left a bad taste in your mouth, or where it just, like, literally deceived you, or where it, like, really made you feel as though, like, you're sneaky energy, like something that was siphoning you. And I think you're really going to get back what you really need out of a situation, is what I get. So you're pouring back into yourself this week. You're healing from things. You're gaining back your stability and your peace of mind this week. And you're going to starve something of attention in order to, like, give yourself that attention, give yourself that acknowledgement, or understand your worth in a situation. That's what I get. Very nice, Taurus. Very nice. All right. Gemini, what's coming up for you this week? Ten of Swords reverse. You're getting out of that disappointment energy, and you're getting out of a thing. You're getting out of things that has ended. Like, you're at the tail end of some sort of healing, or some sort of, like, ending. You're no longer going to stay stuck in disappointment energy, or you're no longer going to stay stuck crying over spilled milk, or something that did not go through. Something that fell through, actually. What's coming up for Gemini this week? Nine of Wands reverse. You're no longer going to be playing games with yourself. In fact, I don't think you're going to persevere in regards to some sort of, like, opportunity. You're not going to overextend yourself or overwork yourself, or you're not going to, like, try and wrap your mind around something that just did not work out. I do get there's, like, some sort of opportunity or some sort of decision here. Let's see. Let's get more clarification. Why the Ten of Swords reverse here? Queen of Cups reverse. You're emotionally detaching yourself, especially after some sort of, like, lack of come together with people, or lack of celebration, or after, I don't want to say third party situation. I think it was some sort of third party situation. It does not always have to be, but after someone involved you in some sort of, like, triangle here, I think you're no longer going to go for that. I think you're just really emotionally detaching yourself from a situation this week. Why the Nine of Wands reverse? Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're not going to work on something. You're releasing a burden here. 210s, completion. You're releasing a burden. You're no longer going to work on something. You're no longer going to feel like you have to, like, chug along or go with the program, especially if the program is not benefiting you in some way, shape, or form. Why the Queen of Cups reverse here? Knight of Cups. In fact, you're pulling back your energy. In fact, I don't think you're going to outpour your... You may feel like emotionally still available towards whatever the situation is, but I do feel as though, like, you're not going to really outpour it or overgive like you did before. You're going to really scale back your emotions, or scale back your intensity when it comes down to the situation. Why the Eight of Pentacles here? Five of Swords. There was some sort of harshness involved, or some sort of, like, exchange of a heavy exchange after something was revealed, after someone kept you in limbo. I think there was some sort of... I think the rug was swept from under you, or someone just really... Why do I get someone dogged you out? took advantage or took you for granted. Someone took you for granted. It's like you were showing up for this person, or you were showing up for the situation authentically, but now you find yourself having to retract back or dial back your energy, or dial back your emotions, or dial back your efforts towards something after some sort of like harshness, or some sort of like betrayal, or some sort of like someone's being greedy in a situation or taking advantage of you in this situation here. And it's like, I know, and it's like you no longer want to like really put your energy towards whatever this is, because it's hurting you. I think someone bit the hand that fed them, because I'm looking at the hand here. It was overkill. It was like someone was like constantly backbiting you, or someone was not really seeing your efforts here. In fact, it just feels as though your hand kept getting cut up, or your hand just kept getting abused. Like your efforts kept getting abused in a situation. It didn't matter what you did. It didn't matter what, it just didn't matter what you could have done. It just kept resulting in you getting hurt in the end, or you getting the short end of a stick in a situation. Some sort of decision probably was revealed here. And why do I get, and this is not for everybody again, but it probably was like 3 people involved, or it was a triangle involved, and it's like, I could see it as this, where it's like, damn, you chose someone else after I did all this for you, or you really like threw me under the bus after I did this for you. It's like, I'm just getting that, like, you know what, I'm just gonna dial back because you don't see me. It's like you're noticing that someone don't see you properly, or the situation is not really seeing you properly or given to you properly. One more card for Gemini this week. 4 Swords. You're no longer going to stay in limbo, and you're no longer going to like disturb your peace in this situation, especially over some type of immaturity or some sort of lack of like emotional renewal, or lack of like, you know, some sort of like reciprocation in general. Why the 4 of Swords reverse here? Why the 4 of Swords reverse here? Magician reverse. Yeah, you're not working on it. You're moving out of a situation. You're not going to sit up here and let yourself be a bump on the log here. You're going to release yourself from a situation, and you're no longer going to work on it. I mean, this is your card. You don't feel as though there's nothing else you can do. I don't think you want to revive a situation. In fact, I think you no longer want to like involve yourself in some sort of drama that someone has put you in, or someone has caused. And you're going to go towards your real wish fulfillment. You're going to go towards spaces that actually cooperate with you, or actually not mishandle your energy, or not mishandle you, or misunderstand you, or take advantage of you. In fact, I just think you're going to be moving out of situations. You're no longer going to stay stuck and confused, or you're no longer going to try to overextend yourself to try and change a situation. I think you're just going to take the L and go. You're just going to take the L and go is what I get. You're taking the L and go, and you're not going to give life to a situation. In fact, I don't think you're going to involve yourself in some sort of competition, or some sort of like, you're not going to try and like overextend yourself for somebody who's not seeing you in this entirety, or not even giving you the proper things that you need in order to thrive, or to like really work together with somebody, if that makes sense. So that's what I get for you this week, Gemini. That's what I get. Okay. Cancer, what's coming up for you this week? Too many cards. Hold on. Cancer, what's coming up for you this week? You're letting go. You're letting go. What's coming up for you this week, Cancer? What's coming up for you this week, Cancer? I get someone coming back around, but you're letting go of something. Why do I get ego, pride, letting go of something? Someone may be coming back around. Let's see. Why does Strength reverse here? Lovers. After some sort of disconnect. You're letting go of some disconnect, or you're letting go of some sort of like You're not coming together with somebody, though. I get you're not really trying to rekindle anything in whatever this is. A lot of Six of Swords reverse here. Ten of Cups reverse. I don't think you're coming. The World card is peeking out behind. It's like you're wrapping up something. Behind the scenes, it's like you're unconsciously wrapping up something. By not giving to it, you're wrapping up some sort of cycle. By not moving towards it, you're not allowing yourself to sit in dissatisfaction or emotional dissatisfaction. Why the Lovers card reverse? Why the Lovers card reverse? Clarifying the Strength reverse. Why do I get someone's coming back around after some sort of ending? Why do I get someone spinning the block? Spinning the block? It's either you or somebody else spinning a block after some sort of like someone was let go or after some sort of disconnect. Why the Ten of Cups reverse? Someone wants to try and cooperate, or someone wants to try and like make something right. But I think it's too late after some sort of observation. Like they want to come back around and make something right, or actually commit, or actually give you what you've been wanting in the beginning. Someone wants to make something right here. I would think of Pentacles here. Yeah, I get heavy. Someone want to come back around and try to. Someone wants to come back around and try and cooperate. Why the Strength reverse? Can you give me one more card? Is why the Strength reverse here? King of Pentacles. They want to come back stable. They want to move towards you. They want to like. But why do I get that like? I don't think. I don't know. Why the King of Pentacles here? King of Swords. There's too many. There's two men here. Someone's making an standing firm on their decision. Someone's standing firm on their decision here to come back around. What is it? Okay. What is the outcome of the situation? Two cards flew out. I don't think it's going to go through. In fact, I don't think someone really, I think you're going to hold out, you're going to hold back, or you're not going to really give to this anymore. This opportunity may not be exactly what it is, because I get the Queen of Swords reverse, and what I get, when I get the Queen of Swords reverse, I get there's something that is not fair, or something that is not like really fully, it's not, you know how, it's not really an opportunity. It's not giving anything. Is not giving anything. So I think you're going to hold back and you're going to see through whatever this is. I think you're going to see through it. Why the Queen of Swords reverse and the Ace of Pentacles reverse here? Why is that here? Yeah. You're making someone... Why do I get someone really coming back around? I don't know who this is. To try and offer you something. Making a decision like after some sort of like lack of decision or lack of forward movement. Or lack of clarity, someone wants to come back around. But I think they're not really coming from a place of stability. They're not really coming from a place of honesty or fairness. I think, why do I feel as though, like they feel as though they feel like they're obligated to do it, but not because they really want to do it. Like they're just doing this because they feel as though, oh shit, I messed up. Like, I feel as though I have to do this. But it's not really thought through they don't really understand the extent of like what has transpired or how much this has affected you or affected the situation. I don't think they see the full scope of it. They just focus on coming back around and coming back in your space or to try and make something right or cooperate. But I think they're not really seeing the full extent of like their ways or how it did not work out or how it really failed. You know how it's like if you didn't learn the first time, you're gonna like, what makes you think that is gonna be different? What makes you think that is gonna be better? Or why the Eight of Cups reverse? Like, yeah, someone's want to get out their mind because they felt trapped. They felt like they couldn't do anything until they actually come back around and do something right. Who is this? Who is this? Who is it? Who is it? Okay, what is the advice? Well, no. There's some time. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna just be real with you, Cancer. Communication may come through, but just understand that it's not genuine. This opportunity that they want to now offer, it's not stable. It's not fully thought through. This communication, whenever communication that comes through here, it's not true. It's not genuine. Don't believe every word that whatever is said. Don't. Why do I get someone want to clear their conscience? They're just doing this to clear their conscience. They don't give a fuck about your conscience. They're just doing this to clear your conscience. Like, clear their conscience. Like, who gives a fuck about your conscience? Who gives a fuck about your feelings? I'm just doing this for me. That's what I get. Like, a selfish energy. Like, someone's just like doing this just to, someone's, or this situation, whatever this is just doing this to clear their conscience or to make themselves feel as though they're doing what is right. But in all actuality, they're not coming with good intentions, or they're just doing this just to say, oh, I did it. I can wipe my hands clean of the situation because I went back around and I tried to make something right. What type of shit is that? Like, I want to make it seem as though, like, they want to make it seem as though they're doing something. But in all actuality, they're just doing just enough to just get themselves to feel like they're doing something right. Or to get themselves to feel as though like they're getting something right. Like, this communication, whatever this is not truthful. And whatever opportunity, don't trust what they're selling. They full of shit. Why the 8 of Wands here? Why the 8 of Wands here? Hangman. Yeah, don't trust the communication. Look elsewhere. Don't stay stuck in this situation. Yeah, look elsewhere. Your harvest is somewhere else. Your harvest is within you. So don't trust what this person is selling, and don't think that you need to allow someone to come back in to tell their piece, especially after no one had changed. Just so they could clear their conscience. Like, don't allow someone to dump on you. Or like try to make it seem as though like they gave a damn, or like they actually see the light now. No, they don't see the light. They're just full of shit. Nah. Just fuck them. I don't like folks like that. You could have just stayed your ass where you were, since you thought the grass was greener on the other side. Or you thought like you like doing me a favor. You ain't doing shit for me. What do I gain from you clearing your conscience when you don't even know what the fuck you did? That's what I'm getting. It's like, what do you expect for me to do with that information? What do I gain from that? You only thought about yourself when thinking about that shit. Why am I ranting? I think this is like frustration. Like, what the fuck? You gonna come back around and waste my time again? Or to like, just to clear your conscience so you can move on? No, bitch. You sit in that shit. Take that L. And plus, honestly, if you need to, bro, don't include me in the shit. That's a personal problem. That ain't my issue. Your conscience messing with you. What they got to do with me? What do I gain from that? That's the energy I'm getting. Like, that's some stupid. That's some stupid ass energy. I'm sorry. Like, that pisses me off. Stay your ass over there. And Cancer, do not fall for the okie doke. This person just full of shit. They lying. They may come forth by it. They may seem as though they want to cooperate, but please understand, this person just did not think things through. In fact, I just think they just want to clear their conscience and make it seem as though they tried to make something right, and when you reject it, they're like, oh, they're banking on you not to accept it. They're banking on you to not really go through with it. They're banking on you to like decline whatever they're offering, because they don't know the error of their ways. They don't want to make something right. It's just all about making sure they get themselves, like, get their hands clean. That's all it is. They're banking on you to decline. They're banking on you to not, no. You don't even have to give them the opportunity. I hate when a person try to clear their conscience on me. What the fuck they gotta do with me? That pisses me off. I don't like folks like that. Anyway, Cancer, you've been warned. You've been warned. Wahaha. Anyway, let's go on and get to Leo. I have ranted long enough. Leo, what's coming up for you this week? Page of Wands reverse. Death. Ooh, something's dying. Not literally, but something's really... That spark is left, or that flame is diminished. Death card at the bottom of the deck, Hermit card reverse. Something's closing out. The spark is no longer there, is what I'm getting. The spark is no longer there. What's coming up for Leo this week? Seven of Swords. Someone may try to apologize, but the spark is no longer there. Someone may try to clarify or clear the confusion out of something, but the spark is no longer there. Why the Page of Wands reverse here? Six of Wands. Yeah. You're gonna starve this thing. You're starve, like, why do I get a lot of people, not just, I mean, this is your reading, Leo, but I'm just gonna say this. It's like, why is it that, like, I get that people are gonna start starving things of attention or energy this week? Like, they're no longer gonna give to a situation. They're no longer gonna, like, deplete themselves in a situation. In fact, I think you're acknowledging that there's a spark here that is just diminished. Why the Seven of Swords reverse? What's that about? After some sort of ending. I think you're getting out of the tail end of something, especially after some sort of heartbreak or some sort of ending, some sort of harsh communication that was involved, and there's someone that want to try and make something right or try to work with you on something, try to work out a deal. Why do I get deal? Try to work out a deal with you or some sort of, like, stable footing, especially after all was said and done. Apology wants to be made, but there's something that's going to be starved of the intention that it needs, or something's not really fully being, like, you know how people gloss over details or people gloss over certain things. I think it's like someone's not acknowledging certain details or just telling you certain things and cut straight to the point versus, like, actually explaining something. But I think someone's just want to apologize after some sort of ending or some sort of harshness that was involved or attached to something. Why the Six of Wands reverse here? Why the Six of Wands reverse here? Two of Pentacles. There's a decision being made to not work on it. You weren't getting what you wanted out of a situation. This situation was not giving you equal give and take. It was not giving you the tools necessary in order to thrive. Because I'm looking at all the Pentacles, the Swords, the Cup. I'm looking at this whole card here. It wasn't anything that you could have done. You're making a decision to just cut your losses here. Why the Ten of... Yeah. You're moving on. Because you weren't feeling as confident. I think this person probably tried to knock you down a peg or two. Did I get this for you last week? Whoever this is tried to knock you down a peg or two. Tried to make you feel less than. Tried to make you feel small. And with the Six of Wands reverse, I think the Six of Wands is your card, Leo. I think whoever this is or whatever this is, it really tried to make you feel less than or make you feel as though you weren't that person, you weren't that girl. Like, that situation really tried to really bring you down or make you feel like shit. But I think you're seeing the play here. Leo, y'all love, I mean, as much as y'all, not all, it just depends on what's in their chart. But Leos, y'all love attention. Y'all love to be praised. Y'all love to be, like, caressed in the sun. Y'all love, I'll say y'all love love too. Like, y'all love the glitz and glamour. And when someone or something starves you of that, or it really just brings you down. It really does just, like, put a damp rag over your flame. And I think your flame was constantly being, like, diminished or constantly being, like, put to a halt. Why the Ten of Swords reverse here? Oh, that card flew. Yeah, where the fuck did it go? Where'd it go? Hey! Okay. Knight of Pentacles. You're gonna work back up your stability. And you're gonna hold back. I think you're gonna be cold towards something. You're not gonna give your warmth to something anymore. You're gonna hold back. And release this burden, whatever this is, because this thing, whatever this is, it really did leave a bad taste in your mouth. And it gave you the false sense of security, the false sense of hope. It tried to sell you, it sold you a dream here. And you're just gonna focus on, like, giving yourself that stability, giving yourself the attention and the pampering that you desire and that you love. which is nothing wrong with that. Treat yourself. Take care of yourself. You still got to live for you at the end of the day, regardless of whether this person does that for you or not. I think you're really going to start putting in efforts to... And why do I get... You're going to forgive yourself. I think you're going to forgive yourself for accepting less than what you deserve. You're going to forgive yourself for allowing people to try and knock you down a peg or two. Leo, shine bright. Be yourself. You are a lovely person. It just depends. Now, I know not all Leos are like that. Let's just keep it real. That's just for any sign. And there's good and bad in every sign. Like, not every Leo is bad. Not every Leo is good. Not every, or you know. But I'm saying this to say it seems like you're going to be forgiving yourself for tolerating or accepting something that did not really give you the needs or the tools that you want. And I think you're going to be cold and detach yourself from the situation. Because when I see this Nine of Pentacles, I just get someone that's like detaching. I get someone that's like holding back. Or I get someone that's like stone-faced. You're going to forgive yourself and be honest with yourself and be grounded. Start to ground yourself in reality, or ground yourself in... Just ground yourself in general. And drop the burden slowly but surely. One more card for Leo this week. Ace of Cups. Five of Cups. Yeah, you're going to refilling back your cup. You're not going to allow... You're going to clean the waters of your emotion. It's no longer going to be muck and guck inside. You're going to clear that out of you. You're going to see your worth. You're going to stand out this week. I said this for you last week. You're going to be standing out. You're not going to allow someone to like push you down or knock you down. Leo, you're meant to shine. You're meant to like shine and be amazing. Come on, like, no, stand out. Know your worth. You're going to be noticing your worth. You're going to know what you bring to the table. You're no longer going to let these disappointments or this bitter energy or this fucked over energy take heed or muddy your waters here. You're going to get that renewal back. You're going to get that standing back. You're no longer going to wait for someone to give you or to acknowledge something. You're going to acknowledge it yourself. You're going to be moving out of that dissatisfaction energy, Leo. Very nice. If someone feels as though they need to knock you down a peg or two, that just tells me that you really are that person, or you really are someone that actually thrives in like you don't need to starve yourself of what you really need. Your needs are valid. Your needs are necessary. All right. Virgo, what's coming up for you this week? Seven of Swords, forgiveness, or someone coming back around to offer you something. To forgive and offer you something. Offer you a cup of love. What's coming up for you this week, Virgo? But why do I get like it's not... I don't get that it's honest or like genuine. Let's see. Why does Seven of Swords reverse here? Devil. They only... Okay. If someone come back around to apologize, Virgo, just note that this is just so they can gain back control again. They can gain back control. They're lying just to get back in your good graces or to get you back stuck to a situation. Yeah, they don't have good intentions. I think it's just to gain back control or to make you obsessed again or to make you like back. I get someone wants to get you back in their control, get you back in their, try to get you back in good graces, and then like trap you. That's very nasty. Like try to come off as like, okay, I apologize, I will do right this time, or I will get this done, I have this, and then they start to like, you know, it's like they're, what they call that thing? Damn, what they call it? Shit. It's where like someone fuck, what they call it? It'll come to me. Why the Page of Pentacles reversed here? And nothing's changed. They're still not the type of person to really just put forth effort. There's no changed effort. Something gets revealed here. That they're still the same. They did not grow. They did not change. So whoever comes back around, or whatever apology you receive this week, or just in general, just know that it's just a way for them to get back control over you. To get you back stuck in a situation. Nothing changed. And it will get revealed that they did not change. They did not grow. They did not expand. They did not become a better person. They still the same lying, imbalanced fucker that they always were. They still are not. They just, yeah. A lot of devil here. Yeah. Release that control. It's like they want to come back around, but it's like, I don't know. Don't stay stuck in whatever this is. Or don't feel as though you're missing out on anything either, Virgo. I don't know why I want to say that. Like, you're not missing out on anything when it comes down to whatever this is. You don't have to stay stuck to the situation because you think that's all there is to it. Why the Wheel of Fortune reverse here? Yeah, see what else is out there. Because this is just, it just needs to stay disconnected. Whatever this is, it needs to stay disconnected. So see what else is out there for you this week. Because nothing's changed, or nothing is going to change if you're still stuck in it. Someone may try to come off as if like they got it together, or they know what they want. But deep down, it's like, yeah, no, it's still not going to make something shake or make something work. What? One more card for Virgo this week. The Hermit reverse. Get out of it. Your wish fulfillment is elsewhere. And don't allow some situation to like tug on your emotions or over like indulge in like what you have to offer, and they don't offer shit in return. I think this person may want to come off as if they're stable, or come off as if like they got it together, or they see the error of their ways. It's just a way to get that control. I keep getting that. I just have to keep saying it. Why the Hermit reverse here? Yeah, forgive yourself, and also allow the situation to just end. Do not entangle yourself back in harsh words or harsh communication, because this person, yeah, this stuff needs to end. Dead it where it is. I get water and earth energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Let it end. Whatever this is. Put a halt to whatever this is. Put a halt to it. One more card. Why the Five of Swords reverse? Yeah. Don't get out of that connection here. Because it's just going to make you feel... It's going to mess with your mind. You're going to feel it... Like, if you were to allow this back, it seems as though you're going to go back to defending yourself. Or go back to, like... You know, feeling as though like you got the short end of the stick, or feeling as though like you constantly have to, it's like you're having to feel as though you having to defend a situation. You having to like explain like this is why you accept the X, Y, and Z. Nothing warrants you accepting mistreatment, or nothing warrants you for accepting less than what you deserve. Nothing warrants you. Oh, they was nice to me this time, or they apologized, so this means I gotta accept this, or I gotta accept this mistreatment. No, you don't. You don't have to sit there and accept it. In fact, when someone do something nice for you, it shouldn't automatically be where it's like you're paying a hefty due of dealing with mind games, or dealing with lies, or dealing with someone like constantly roping you into some drama, or you're roping you into some stuff that doesn't involve you. It's like having to defend someone's heart or your honor. Like, why do you feel as though you got to constantly... If you feel as though you have to... I said this for you before. If you feel as though you have to defend something or prove something, that it's just not meant for you. You shouldn't have to feel as though... It should speak for itself. When you put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig at the end of the day. You can try and glamorize it. You can do everything. It's still a pig at the end of the day. Just like you can put sparkles on a turd. It's still a turd at the end of the day. In fact, it's a biohazard, so please don't do that. That's some nasty shit. Anyway. Yeah, just don't sell yourself on that. And don't fall for the okie doke. It's still going to be the same thing, different day. That's what I get. Okay. Libra, what's coming up for you this week? 3 cards flew out. What are you trying to make work here? Oh, Libra. You're going to be standing out. You're going to be in your bag or in your power. You're going to be feeling good about yourself, feeling confident, feeling driven, feeling like you can do it. Why the Queen of Wands here? Ooh, yeah, you're going to be moving forward full steam ahead, especially after some sort of false foundation. You're going to really, your focus is your independence this week. And you're going to be real with yourself. You're going to be like, oh, yeah, no, I need to get that stable within myself. I can stand tall on my own. Like, what is it? I can do bad all by myself. That's what the energy I'm getting for you this week, Libra. I can do bad all by myself. I don't need this and I don't need you. I ain't going to stop my progress because of you. And I think you're going to be like ushering in change, or you're just going to like, you know, not let one thing stop the show here. One monkey doesn't stop the show. And it's like you're not going to allow someone to like diminish you. Why those there? Why this there? Yeah, you're going to, oh yeah, you're not going to let someone stop you. You know your worth. I said this for you last week, Libra. It's like you're going to like really show that you're going to take charge in a situation. You're going to like show that you're capable, or like show that you really are amazing. I don't know what energy this is, but it's just like you're going to like show, like, not just to others, but show yourself that you're capable of doing great things, or you're capable of getting the job done. Nothing's gonna get in the way of you taking charge, get in the way of you like being that person. Why the Fool card here? Yeah. Endings, like I said, one monkey does not stop the show. You're gonna take your efforts elsewhere if need be. I just think that you're gonna recognize that like you can stand out, or you can like, you don't have to allow a situation to drag you down or to make you feel like you are, how can I put this? Like you can't do. It doesn't stop there, is what I get. Like you're noticing like, oh yeah, it doesn't stop here. This happened, but guess what? That's not the ending of this book here. There's still more left to write. One more card for Libra this week. Justice. After some sort of injustice or something that was revealed about an injustice or some type of indecision or lie, I think it's like, okay, yeah, you tried it, but I'm not gonna allow you to like take over, or not, like this ain't gonna knock me down. I don't know what you thought. I'll show your ass. Got a trick for your ass. Is what I get. Why did Justice reverse and High Priestess reverse here? Those cards flew out. 2 cards keep flying out. So I keep getting 2s. It's like there was some type of indecision. Like someone probably did not see you, or did not see your worth, or was trying to like, you know, have you contemplate. Like, yeah. Someone want to come back around, but there's no growth. I keep getting a lot of people want to come back around. I guess because we're in Mercury retrograde shadow, so that's probably the energy that I'm picking up on, but that does not always have to be the case. But what I get is like someone tried to like make you feel like you had to accept less than what you deserve, or make you feel as though like you was indecisive about you, was confused about you. And honestly, if someone's confused about you, or someone don't know what they want, just leave them where they're at. Because you should automatically know what you want. You should automatically know if this is something that you need or desire. Is what I get. So if someone come back around after recognizing like, oh, like she really was amazing, or he really was amazing, that does not mean that you have to accept that for yourself. That does not mean that you have to like, you know, it's like, yeah, I knew I was that person. You just didn't see it. But since you didn't see it, the hell with you. I'm out. This is going to end, like, this is something that's going to be put to a halt. You're not going to accept someone back. In fact, I don't think you're going to allow that cycle to open back up. Like, you fucked me over. You was confused about me, but that does not mean that I have to be confused about myself. I know what I bring to the table, and I don't have to prove nothing to you. You tried to knock me down a peg or two and make me feel as though, try to make me question my worth, or try to make it seem as though like, oh, like I did it down the floor. No. You're seeing yourself this week instead of waiting on someone else to see you. And because if they didn't see you then shit, who gives a fuck? What makes you think they see you now? Is what I get this week for you, Libra. Very, very beautiful. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. And nothing's changed. If you was wondering that, nothing's changed with this person. They still gonna be indecisive. I got two cars kept flying out with you. They're still gonna be confused. That one minute they want it, next minute they don't. One minute they're confused, one minute they know. You don't know. And Libra, to be honest with you, y'all can be a little bit indecisive. So I don't know if this is your energy or someone else's energy, but I think you're gonna be decisive this week on knowing your worth or knowing what you bring to the table. You're gonna be decisive with yourself. That's what I get. Scorpio, what's coming up for you this week? Something's getting blocked. After a decision was made, you're going to block something. You're blocking something. What's coming up for you this week, Scorpio? What's coming up for this week for you, Scorpio? You observe something. I think it's like some type of commitment you're not staying stuck in. You're getting out of something. You're blocking something and getting out of it. Why the 8 of Wands reverse here? Yeah, this was not a wish fulfillment. In fact, I think this was this was a lot of people involved. A lot of drama involved, a lot of confusion involved. I think this is something you're getting out of that. Because whatever this is, why do I get missed opportunity energy? It's not a missed opportunity, if you're wondering that. It was not a missed opportunity. I think you're blocking something that was like unfulfilling. Something that did not fully give you the whole package, but just left you drained or left you lifeless. I don't know why I get that. I'm just getting a lot of stuff, Scorpio. Let's see. Why that's there? 2 of Cups. Okay, not 2 of Cups. The Temperance reverse, the 7 of Cups reverse, and the 9 of Cups. You're no longer confused about what you want, Scorpio. Yeah, this ended, but I think you know what you want. You know where you want to put your efforts towards now. I think you're going to be blocking something that did not really give you what you want or did not really give you the full commitment or the full, like, happy ending that you wanted. You're going to be disconnecting yourself from whatever this is. You're no longer going to be stuck in confusion. I get that a lot for all signs. This is what I'm reading for this whole week. Like, you're not going to be stuck in confusion whenever it comes down to whatever this is. You're going to see through something. You're going to see through something. You're working through your heartbreak. You're working through, like, this ending here. Why the 9 of Cups reverse? Why the 9 of Cups reverse here? Why the 9 of Cups reverse? 4 of Wands. Yeah, this is after some type of broken foundation. And you felt as though you had to defend yourself. Or you felt as though you constantly had to, like, go back and forth with whatever this is. It's like, yeah, this was a false foundation here that you're blocking out. Something hurt it. Something hurt it. Why I get water holds memory. Something hurt it here. And I think you're observing how something really did not work out. But I think you're making an executive decision to block it out. You no longer want to feel as though you're defending yourself or defending what you bring to the table. You're going to be avoiding working on something or giving to something. Because it really fucked with you. It really fucked with you. One more card for Scorpio this week. Yeah, you're not going to work on something. You're no longer waiting. In fact, I think you're going to recognize, like, I'm waiting in vain here. Because I'm not going to get what I want. Like you said, you want this, but you're not getting it. You're not getting it. Oh, yeah, this is at the bottom of the deck. Which one was at the bottom of the deck? I think, yeah, you're not I'll just leave them there. And it probably was in regards to work because there's a lot of pentacles here. You didn't, I guess you're saying, like, it wasn't, like, fully, the opportunity wasn't really an opportunity. Is what I get. The opportunity wasn't really an opportunity. And you're blocking it out this week because it wasn't something, like, you probably felt as though you was going to grow with this place or you're going to retire with this place or, like, you know, get everything with whatever this is. But I think at the same time, you're recognizing that, like, I don't know why I want to say fat mean is greasy, but I think you're recognizing that you're putting your efforts in the wrong place this week. And also, dare I say, you may be blocking out that this is unfulfilling for you, but you probably might still try to commit to whatever this is. I mean, you are a fixed sign, Scorpio, so you may feel as though like you have to stick with it, block it out, even though it's making you feel empty. But I think you're recognizing that, like, I think it's best that like, you might try and persevere, but ultimately you're waiting in vain. So you're going to get out of that waiting energy, or you're going to block out something this week, possibly within your mind, especially over a broken foundation. Like, damn, I'm not going to get the... I think you got to be honest with yourself. You got to have a come to Jesus moment, Scorpio. I'm going to call why that's there. What is Seven Pentacles reverse there? Yeah, you got to have a come to Jesus moment. This is not going to lead to the growth and expansion that you once thought it was going to be. And you got to recognize the writing on the wall here. You're not going to get exactly what you want. So don't wait around and block out anything that makes you feel as though you're not going to really get exactly what you want. Because it's emotionally unfulfilling here. That's what I get. So I'm going to just keep it like that. Keep it short and sweet for you, Scorpio. That's what I get. All right. So we're down to the last 4 signs. Sagittarius. Let's see what's up for you. What's coming up for Sagittarius this week? 9 of Cups reversed, Hierophant. Something did not go through. Damn, what is going on in the energy this week? What's coming up for Sagittarius this week? What's coming? Oh, shit. Damn. Okay, hold on. There's too many cards. Hold on. You might be all over the place this week, Sagittarius, because the cards are just very slippery all of a sudden. What's coming up for Sagittarius this week? Full card. Getting out of something. Something gets revealed. Something gets revealed. So I have to become conscious. What's coming up for the 9 of Cups? Why the 9 of Cups reverse here? You gained a new perspective over something that was like filled with drama or some type of indecision. And then you got the Full card here, clarifying the 10 of Swords reverse. You're getting out of something, or you're going to observe how something fell through, or you're going to observe how something was not right. You're going to be in observation mode this week, and you're going to work on removing those obstacles out your way, or removing those mental blocks out the way. Why the 10 of Swords reverse, clarifying that? Yeah, you're no longer going to work on something. I think you're going to free yourself this week, Sagittarius, and you're going to be emotionally disconnecting yourself and mentally, just physically disconnecting yourself. You're really going to free yourself this week, Sagittarius. And you're no longer going to stay stuck in limbo after you observe how something really did not have your best interest at heart, or did not really give you, like, really was too much going on at once. Like, you're not going to stay stuck in limbo, or you're not going to stay stuck in a situation where you feel as though all is lost. You're free. You're free. And Sagittarius, freedom is your birthright. You deserve freedom. And I know every other sign may say freedom means, with freedom comes with great responsibility, but with your freedom, it should be effortless. It should feel not suffocated. It should feel like you're getting your ducks in a row. It should feel great. So whatever this is, Sagittarius, just understand you don't have to allow yourself to stay stuck in a situation just because. You are meant to be free. You are meant to roam. You are meant to, like, be the explorer and, be a nomad. So don't stay stuck working on something or feeling as though like you have to do everything, because that will lead to your unfulfillment. I think ultimately you need to understand how someone or something needs to, like, give you that aspect of freedom. Not saying you gotta fuck around and be a hoe, or be a what they call it, be a irresponsible, because like I said, with freedom comes great responsibility. But that aspect of freedom has to be within the circumstances at hand. You are a mutable sign. You like change. You don't like to stay stuck too long. You like to do different things. You got to give yourself that thing. And if it's not giving you that, then don't go towards it. And I think you're observing how I think you're observing the past, or you're observing how something was not really working out the way that you thought it would be. But I get that, like, or something that was unfulfilling, something that was not really fully giving you exactly what you needed. Sorry, let me go ahead and bring you in a little bit because I'm leaning back now. But yeah, one more card for Sagittarius this week. Five of Cups. You're getting out of that disappointment energy over something that failed. You're gonna free yourself. I get you're freeing yourself this week from some disappointment or some type of you're freeing yourself after something did not work out, after something did not give you what you want, after something just like fell through. You're freeing yourself and you becoming independent of a situation. You're not gonna let this be your end all be all. You're gonna be healing. And you're going to detach yourself emotionally from whatever this is and just focus on your freedom. Your freedom is your birthright, Sagittarius. Don't ever forget that. Why that's... Okay, hold on. Why that's there? Why the Five of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles reverse here? Yeah, don't work on anything that does not give you the full package. Or try to smother you down. Yeah. That's what I get for you, Sagittarius. Focus on freeing yourself from things that try to bring you down or try to, like, lock you in. Free yourself. That's your message for this week. Free yourself. All right. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit under the weather, y'all. The weather has changed, and I just been feeling like meh. But, okay. But we push through. Still we rise. Anyway. What's coming up for you this week, Capricorn? King of Wands reverse. King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay, that's weird. What's coming up for you this week, Capricorn? Sun reverse. Ooh. Ooh. A lot of King of Wands reverse. Ooh. Okay, someone's not cooperating. Okay, I get someone's not cooperating here. There's a lack of cooperation here, is what I get. Someone's not doing what they're supposed to do. Someone's in and out. Someone's inconsistent. Someone's inconsistent, and someone's not. Someone's in and out. Because the King of Wands represents like someone that's not forthright, someone that's not honest, someone that is like flighty, someone that is inconsistent, and that's being clarified by the Six of Pentacles reverse. So that tells me everything I need to know. This person or this thing, whoever this is inconsistent, not honest, not dependable, not reliable, just an all around ain't shit dude. And I think it brought you, like, it really made you feel shitty, made you feel unhappy. Why the Sun reverse here? Yeah, you felt like you could. I think this situation really made you feel as though like this is all there is to it. This is... Why do I get that you're seeing like this situation as like, is this all there is to it? Like, this is all I should accept. Capricorn, hold on, before I jump to conclusions, hold on, my phone vibrated. Why the Four of Wands here? Clarifying the Sun reverse. So, don't cheat yourself. Why the Four of Wands here? Clarifying the Sun reverse. This is a connection. Capricorn. Don't stay stuck in a situation where your needs are not being met. You're unhappy anyway. It's damn if you do, damn if you don't. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. You're alone in a relationship already. You might as well be by yourself anyway. You still have to depend on yourself. You might as well be alone anyway. You can do bad all by yourself, Capricorn. Capricorn, you are the hard worker of the zodiac. You haul ass to do what you got to do. You put the job, you get the job done, and you get it done as meticulously as possible. So stop unfulfilling yourself or feeling as though that's all you can get. Like you have to stay in this unhappy situation because of X, Y, and Z. If you can't depend on whoever this is, if this person is in and out, maybe next time they do that stunt on you or leave you out there high and dry, keep their asses out. Lock the door. Leave them, like, you don't even have to explain yourself. You should get tired of putting up with some shit like this because you're already unhappy, whatever this is. You're never too deep in this other. You never too. I don't care how many years it's been. You should never feel the need to accept shit or warrant any type of mistreatment or warrant any type of behavior. You don't deserve it. I could tell you all day, every day, oh, you don't deserve it. It's up to you to see that for yourself. You can't rely on this person anyway. You by yourself anyway. Just bite the bullet and leave. Or just let it go. This is not all there is to it. You have the sun reverse you got the 4 of Wands and the 2 of Cups clarifying the sun. You think this is the end all be all. You think this is all you can get. You think this is something that you have to put up with. But yet and still you're unhappy. I don't think the universe, God, the angels, whatever you believe in, wants you to be unhappy or feel as though you have to accept less than what you deserve. Capricorn, you love to get whatever you want to get. Like you love. It's like you just put your head down and get the job done. You're a very independent sign, believe it or not. But you got to see that for yourself. You got to tap into that inner Capricorn of yours. You don't deserve to deal with people that are flighty or not sure or like inconsistent or does not show up for you or play in your face. Why the 6 of Pentacles and the King of Wands reverse here? Yeah, this person don't even acknowledge you. They don't see you. In fact, I think they just see, yeah, they lie to you. They're unfair. They act like they're not interested. They don't like you. They don't like you. They don't like you. Because anyone that likes you would never put you in a space where you're unhappy, constantly bring the foundation down, constantly make you feel like shit, constantly make you feel as though you're unstable, constantly make you feel as though you're not the best. Like, anything that is worth your time, you got 2 6s here. There's an imbalance here. This person is not consistent. He don't see you. He don't like you. In fact, I think he just seeing past. He's not. Whoever this is going to be a girl or a woman. Whoever's watching my fucking channel. Not a girl. A boy or a girl. Or a man or a woman. Whoever. They don't like you. Anyone that like you will not put you in this position. And it's like, oh, well, no, you don't have to put yourself in that position either. Why would you wait on someone to make you feel a certain type of way? You can give yourself that without them because they're not shit anyway. They're not doing anything anyway. So you might as well cut the cord. And if they try to come, no, if they're not sure, stay your ass out. You're not a revolving door, Capricorn. You are earth sign. You are an earth sign. Y'all like to be grounded. You don't like instability. You shouldn't like you, Capricorn. You like your Benjamins. Your coin, your money. You love stability. You like feeling rooted. You like feeling responsible. You're not a revolving door. As much as you want to make it seem as though you probably may want to make it seem as though you're not. Lock the door. I don't know why I just want to end it there. Lock the door. There's nothing else here. You're not a revolving door. I don't even have to pull no other card for you, Capricorn. You should know what you want. Stop lying to yourself. Like, that ain't, and let me tell you, you don't need another person to feel fulfilled, and you don't need to deal with a situation just to say you got something. Don't ever fix your mouth or fix your mind and say that to yourself. Don't ever do that. That's some weirdo behavior. Like, that ain't the end all be all. I don't care how harsh I come off in this. Sometimes people need to hear the harsh truth. That's what I get for you, Capricorn. Aquarius, what's coming up for you this week? Five of Wands, drama. Are you initiating drama? Are you stirring a pot or something, Aquarius? What's coming up for you this week, Aquarius? Moon reverse. There's something that gets revealed that causes drama. Ooh, yeah. Why the Five of Wands here? Ooh, shit. Why the Five of Wands here? There's some type of drama within a commitment or a connection or some type of like, yeah, I think you're stirring a pot this week, Aquarius. The pot is being stirred. I think you're saying the gloves are on. Like, you're about to tap in. You come, like, you're tired of just staying dormant. I think you're really gonna just tap in and be like, no, I'm gonna have to really, I can't stay in this, like, unmoving state. You're tapping in this week, Aquarius. Why the moon reverse? Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, I get you're tapping in. Seven of Cups reverse. You're no longer confused. I think you're witnessing some type of imbalance, or you're witnessing some type of like, you're witnessing the games that are being played here. Why did Hierophant clarify in the Five of Wands? Too many cards. Let's see. You're witnessing the games that are being played. Why the Hierophant clarify in the Five of Wands here? Okay. Oh yeah. You're putting an end to something this week, Aquarius. You're like, no, I'm decisive. I know what I need to do. Why do I get you're not gonna allow something to play in your face anymore? You're tapping in. You're making a firm decision. You're not giving life to anything. In fact, I think you're just like, no, I really see that you're really not allowing something to go on as far as it would go, or you're not going to allow yourself to be passive in a situation. You're going to be more so, how can I put this? You're going to be more so like involved. You're going to be more so involved. What's another card for Aquarius this week? Two cards flew out. Okay, hold on. King of Swords want to be upright. High Priestess. You're following your intuition on something this week too. Or you seeing through something. How something's not... Yeah, you seeing the games that are being played here. I think you're seeing through something. You're going to be following your intuition on what it is that you need to do, or my cards are saying you need to follow your intuition. If you feel as though something ain't right, or you feel as though you need to take action on something, there's probably something here that needs your attention, or something that's nagging at you to actually see through something, because something may, on the surface level, may appear a certain way, but behind closed doors, it may be something completely different. Why the High Priestess here? There's some type of injustice involved here. Yeah, there's some type of injustice involved, or some type of like manipulation involved in regards to something. Yeah, don't fall for the okie doke here, Aquarius. I think you may need to tap in this week, or you may need to like state your piece on something this week. Why the King of Swords and High Priestess here? One more card, please. Two, three, I said three. Shit, I didn't say three cards. Yeah, you need to see through something. Don't stay dormant. Like, you need to be fair. Yeah, there's some type of injustice. You need to be fair in a situation. In fact, you need to speak up, say your piece in regards to something and stuff like that. So that's what I get. Interesting read this week, Aquarius. Interesting read. Okay, there we go. All right. Last but not least, Pisces. What is coming up for you this week, Pisces? High Priestess, you're going to be in your energy this week of where you're seeing through things, or you're going to be more clear with yourself. What's coming up for you this week, Pisces? Judgment. You're not going to give life to something anymore. In fact, I think you're going to you're going to follow your intuition this week. Why the High Priestess here? The Sun reverse. Yeah. You're acknowledging how something made you unhappy, or something really did something really brought confusion or some type of like instability in your life. You're going to be acknowledging something this week. I don't think you're going to be delusional about something this week. Why the Judgment card here? You're seeing what's unseen. Like, it's like, okay, it may appear this way, but I feel this way. And a lot of people say, like, fuck your feelings or fuck this. But I think you're sensing that, like, okay, this appears on the surface. But behind closed doors, I do know that this is like, how can I put this? I feel as though this is something that is like, there's something more behind it. Like, you're pulling back the curtain. You're looking deeper into a situation versus like what you saw on the surface. Anyway, you're pulling back the curtain. And I think you're going to be real with yourself. You're going to really be following, you're going to be sensing that something ain't right. Like, it may look good on the surface, but behind closed doors, it's like, oh yeah, there's something more to it than what I think it is. One more card is why the Judgment card here and the Page of Pentacles here, reverse here. Oh shit. Temperance. Ace of Cups, reverse. You're detaching yourself. Hold on. Okay, one more spin. Okay, yeah, you're detaching yourself. In fact, I think you're going to come from a very balanced approach with things. And you're going to close yourself off from whatever this is. You're not going to be overthinking anything. And dare I say, you're not going to really allow yourself to stop yourself from believing or like stop your intuition from telling you what you need to know about a situation this week. Why the Six of Wands here? Why the Six of Wands here? You're not going to be playing games. You're not going to be second guessing yourself. You're not going to be in indecision. You're going to be very decisive this week. In fact, I think you're going to be very like direct or very like, I think you're going to get clear messages. You're going to get clear indication as to like what's really going on. Like, it's really urging you to tap into your intuition this week. If something feels off, or if something's like being brushed over, or something's like may come in a pretty package, there's something more to it than what you think it is. And come from a balanced approach. Before you invest your emotions into something, or before you like give life into something, you really need to see all the ingredients of a certain situation before actually making it, or before actually consuming whatever this is. Don't allow something to sell you on something without fully looking into it yourself, if that makes sense. One more card for Pisces this week. I said one more card. There may be a lot of information that come towards you this week, or something. Your intuition really might be speaking to you. One more card for Pisces this week. Something gets revealed. And it's going to cause something to shift, or cause you to walk away. This is something from the past. This is something from the past. You're going to look past some type of dishonesty and come from a place of fairness. Like, you're really going to be decisive this week. Why the Moon reverse here? What is this? Yeah, I think there's some type of light that, like, I think you're going to recognize that someone is not who they say they are, or something's not what they is. Like, it's going to cause you to disconnect from this drama or this narrative here. Why the King of Wands clarifying the Moon reverse? I saw the, what is it? The Hangman. Fuck did it go? Sorry, y'all. Shit, I'm just having interruptions towards the end of the fucking reading. I'm almost done. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep it like this. You're getting out of something. You're seeing through something this week, Pisces. You're seeing through something this week. And you're not going to lie to yourself about whatever this is. You're going to really be spot on about something. There was something more to the situation than what you think. Why the Hangman reverse? One more card, please. Yeah. It's not what it said it is. In fact, it was, yeah. You're going to allow this situation to... You're going to leave this situation. Something gets revealed about how something may appear a certain way, but behind closed doors, it is something completely different is what I get. Follow your intuition this week, Pisces, and don't brush over the surface. Like, dive deeper into something before you actually commit to something, or before you actually pour into something. Read all the ingredients before consuming it. Don't just go based off of what someone else says in regards to a situation, because you may save yourself. You may dodge a bullet in regards to something. Okay? Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and do the collective. What's coming up for the collective this week in regards to October the 27th through November the 2nd, 2025. What is the message? What is the collective message I can give for all signs this week? Aries through Pisces for the week of October the 2nd through the 27th, October the 27th through November the 2nd, 2025. What is the messages that I can give for the collective? What is the message I can give for the collective in regards to this week of October the 27th through November the 2nd, 2025. What is the collective message I can give? What is the overall message for all signs that I read for today? What is the overall message for all signs, Aries through Pisces, collectively for the week of October the 27th through November the 2nd, 2025? What is the message that the collective need to hear for those that tune in? Whenever, just what is the messages that I need to hear, that they need to hear? What is the collective message for all signs, Aries through Pisces, for the week of October the 27th through the November the 2nd, 2025. What is the collective message for October the 27th through November the 2nd, 2025? What is the collective message? Get 3 more shuffles, okay? What is the collective message I can give for all signs, Aries through Pisces, for the week of October the 2nd, October the 27th through November the 2nd, 2025. 1. What is the collective message I can give for all signs, Aries through Pisces, for the week of October the 27th through November the 2nd, 2025? 2. What is the message that the collective need to hear in regards to the week of October the 27th through November the 2nd, 2025? What is the collective message? Okay, let's go ahead and read. All right. What is coming up for the collective this week? What is the message the collective need to hear this week? Something's not changing. Something's not changing. So you need to release something that is not changing. It's still going to be some sort of injustice involved. And if someone or something's trying to appear as though they have changed, they did not. That's the message I kept getting throughout the whole reading, is that like things are not going to change, or things are not going to magically turn into something that you wanted it to be. You need to go ahead and release whatever this is, because it's just like causing you to become dependent, or causing you to become like, you know, chained down to it. Let's see. Why the Wheel of Fortune reverse here? Lovers, yeah. Stay disconnected from whatever this is. I mean, those connections ended for a reason. Even though if you don't understand why something ended, or why something happened the way that it did, you don't have to entangle yourself into whatever this is. It did not change. It just was not meant to be. It just was not what you, it wasn't what, don't think that you missing out on something is what I want to say. It did not change, and it's not going to change. Why the Justice reverse here? 2 cards flew out. Yeah, there's a lack of equal give and take in the situation, and it caused a lot of, like, you know, why do I want to say bruising? Like, it really did cause you to feel like you were being toyed with, or being like put in compromising situations. And I think it's urging you to like not feel as though you have to stay stuck in that particular situation. Why the Lovers reverse here? Death card. Yeah, put an end to that. Because put an end to whatever this is, because it needs to transform. It needs to be released from your life. I'm being drawn to the Knife on the Death card here. Whatever this is, this need to be released. This need to be put into this cycle, this situation. And you need to be honest with yourself. And you need to block out whatever this is. It did not change. I got to keep repeating to myself. Whatever this is, if they come back around, or if the situation come back up for review, I mean, we are in Mercury retrograde shadow, so there's a lot of stuff that's going to be coming up for review. If this come back around for review, understand that this thing or this situation did not change. This person did not miraculously change overnight. It's not equal give and take. Put an end to it, or don't open back up that book that you released. Be honest with yourself and block out whatever this is. Don't keep the door open to some type of bullshit to come back through. You should feel like you should show yourself that you're not going to allow things to keep coming back in and out of your life without little to no progress. And honestly, you don't even have to wait around until something change or someone like get it together. If they don't have it together, or if they don't have their shit to like, what that have to do with you? That's a personal problem and they need to figure it out. You don't need to drag yourself down or put yourself through unnecessary shit in order to get by or in order to have something around. Like, it don't work like that. It did not change. One more card as to what the collective message this week. What is it that the collective need to hear? Yeah, you're confident. Why the Queen of Wands reverse here? King of Cups reverse. There's no hope. There's nothing there. Confidence is being dwindled, emotionally draining, indecision. See what else is out there for you, collective. One more card as to why those there. 2 court cards. 2 people unhappy. 2 people not really feeling emotionally and physically or mentally. Yeah. 4 of Wands reverse came out at the bottom of the deck. Flew out. To clarify, this ain't a happy foundation. There's nothing here. Love don't live here anymore. Yeah, love don't live here anymore. It's a vacancy. Love don't live here anymore. Yeah. There's nothing there. I'm getting that song. See what else is out there for you, collective. See what else is out there for you. There's more out there to life than what you focused on. And I know that's cliche. I know a lot of people say that. But you should want to respect yourself enough to not allow a situation to take hold over your life, especially something that is not giving you fulfillment in any way, shape, or form. And I'm talking about in any way, shape, or form. That's what I get. So that's what I get for the collectives this week. Put it into those situations. Don't allow yourself to be a revolving door. And sweep it. Like, take the L and go. Let stuff fail. Let it go. It's not that hard. End it. Transform it. Transmute it. Become better for yourself is what I get. All right. Now what we're going to do is pull a card of the week. And I'm going to pull out my... Okay, hold on. Why the fuck? There's so much shit going on in this damn video, y'all. What the fuck? Anyway. Last but not least, we're going to go ahead and pull a May You Know card. So I pull this at the end of each week. Something, which is basically a message you should take with you if you don't take anything else from this reading. What is it that the collective shall know? So without further ado, I'm going to pull one of these cards and read from the book. And then we're going to tie out the reading. What is it? Okay, wait. I don't know why I want to go within it. Let me shuffle. What is it that the collective shall know for this week? What is it that the collective shall know for this week? What is something I can leave them off with? What is a message that they shall know this week? What is a message that I can leave them off this week? With this week? Like, what is a message that they shall know? If anything, what is a message they shall know? What is a message that they shall know? 3 more shuffles. 1. What is a message they shall know? 2. What is a message I can leave off with the collective? 3. Okay. What is it that the collective shall know this week? Power. Ooh, this moment. Oh my god. This seems like it's gonna tie in. Okay. May you know power. That's what flew out. May you know this moment is at the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to read May You Know Power, and then we're going to close out this reading. Okay. All right. May you know power. May you know your own power. This power comes from standing firmly in your truth and expressing yourself in the world from that place. It is not about the ego, and it's never about minimizing others to achieve this. In fact, Power comes from recognizing that lessons are constantly presenting themselves to you. Look at every person and event as an opportunity to learn more about yourself and your values. These are the seeds of your own self-love, self-respect, and empowerment. May you know power. That ties it in, collective. That ties it in. May you know your own power. Like, you got power over that situation. Don't feel as though you have to stay stuck in a situation just for the hell of it. If you're not getting what you want out of it, you need to love yourself enough to get yourself out of it. You need to love yourself enough to, like, see that there's more out there for you than what you were settling for, what you were accepting for yourself. There is way more out there for you. I'm feeling drawn to say, like, look at this moment. May you know this moment. So let me go ahead and say that, because, like, let me see. Hold on. I'm just feeling the need to read this too. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of messages here. May you know this moment in all of its splendor. May you know that this moment is all that you have, so embrace its very essence. Let old stories and ideas and patterns that are no longer serving you drop away. Who are you today? And more importantly, who do you want to be in this moment? Savor this moment and live as the fullest expression of yourself at this moment. Joyful, angry, excited, sad, whatever is true in this moment. If it's uncomfortable, move through it. It will pass and a new moment and opportunity will arrive. May you know this moment. God damn it. That was just amazing, beautiful, very on theme for this week, collective. You guys need to understand your worth, understand your power, understand that you have a lot more to offer, and there's a lot more out there for you than what you think it is, than what you're accepting for yourself. You don't have to see things as only that, like that's all you can get. No, there's more out there for you. And you got to recognize your power. You have the strength to get yourself out of a situation that is not fulfilling you. You have the strength to stand on your own 2 feet and to, like, grow within yourself, to build that self-confidence, build yourself back up. You know your power, know your worth, know what you bring to the table, and allow yourself to feel how you feel. Allow yourself to, like, transmute those things and to become a better person for yourself, so you can be a better person for other people. I said this last week, but this one is more powerful. It's urging you, stand strong and become better for yourself. So without further ado, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, if you like this reading, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button so you can never miss out on what I have to read for you this week, or just in general. Like, you know, if you just want to comment below, you can comment below. It doesn't matter to me. But for the most part, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And yeah, see you next time. See you in the next video. Toodles.